What's going on? I'm Zedmont. We're sitting here on the Player 1 account. This is a brand new account I've just created, added 1,200 diamonds to it, have just finished the tutorial, and what we're going to do is we're going to go over and look at how the single player mode works, what it is, what it doesn't do, what's wrong with it, what to avoid, all of that good stuff. Now, first of all, big shout out to the people on the forums, Solid Scorpion, Cute Boboy, and a couple others that have basically hashed this out in a way that anyone can understand it. So check the description of this video. You'll see a link to that forum post and follow them. And if you have any questions, I can try to answer, but they probably can do far, far better. Now, the whole point of single player mode is that you're never ever going to get raided. It's not actually a true single player mode because you'll still be able to join a task force, you'll still be fighting over resource bases, but you can do almost everything in single player mode, and most importantly, you'll never ever be raided. Now, there are a couple different variations on this, the complete low VP mode and turtle mode and stuff like that. I'm not going to cover those, but the moral of the story is if you want to keep super low VP, the lowest you'll get with this mode is about 225 or so. If you want to get even lower than that, you can't attack NPCs. You just have to do Dr. Terror 4 times a week, and that's about it. And you also cannot open chests, you can't attack NPC, and obviously there's no PvP because we're on single player mode. So a little bit crazy, lots of different variations, but I won't be touching on that all that much. Now, first things first, you're going to be struggling for redstones. You're not going to have many redstones. You're never going to get Everspark. You're never going to get Bullit. You're only going to have 2 heroes. But this is what you need to know. This map is the most important thing you need to be aware of. These are all the clouds you can ever open. And the gold costs that are on that screen are there so you can see specifically which ones to never open. It gets a little bit tough because you can't exactly shape it to match your map. So go based on what the dollar amounts are, and you should be okay. Now, there are other tricks specifically surrounding airplane mode or turning off your internet. Much easier to do on newer variants of Android or on iOS. On older Android, it's a bit tough, so you're gonna have to figure that out on your own. The easiest way is just to unplug the internet from your modem, but carrying right along, and also a little bit of a gray area there with airplane mode. So if you want to use airplane mode, go ahead, but I don't necessarily recommend it. Supercell has said it's okay, but at the same time, people don't tend to like it. So I'm not going to touch on that all that much. So we can open all of these clouds. They're all super safe. As you can see, there are no mercenary bases, no PvP bases underneath them. They are all NPCs. And the way we know that is by comparing against the chart. I've got the chart open on my desk. I'm going to go through, open up some of these, and we'll see underneath all of them are NPC. Not a problem at all. No issues whatsoever. Now, we need to upgrade our radar. You can do this fairly cheaply. Like anytime I start an alt, I buy a quick couple hits of diamonds, and the reason for that is nothing costs all that much. And by the way, if you ever start an alt during the tutorial, everything is 0 diamonds, so by all means make sure you use those 0 diamonds to speed things up a little bit. Tutorial gets really old really fast when you start making multiple accounts, but as you can see here, we can get our headquarters and our radar up to a decent level without having to build anything else whatsoever. So we've got headquarters to level 4, radar to level 4. So now we can open up a bit more clouds, and you end up with quite a few NPCs, way more than I would have thought. So we're going to check this screen again here. 1600 is not safe. If we open this up, it's over. Like if we open up this 1600, it's game over. So you have to be very, very careful every single thing you open, but I'll show you a little trick here in a second. Let's go up. We'll turn on airplane mode. Make sure our Wi-Fi is off, our cellular data, both of them are off. Now we can continue and try to open them. So if we open up this 2800 on the right, not a problem, it opens instantly. That means there's only NPC underneath it. If we try and open the one on the left, you'll see the satellite dish comes up. That means that it's trying to find us a match. That means there's a PvP under there. If we open up that cloud, it's game over. Single player mode is done. So what we're going to do instead is close the game, make sure you force close the game, and then we can reopen Boom Beach and back we go. If we go to our map here, there we go. We go back to our map, and you'll see the 1600 is still there and the 2800 is still there. The reason for that is because Our game, our device never told the server that we open those. That's how airplane mode comes into effect. So for statues, you're going to want purple and reds. Now blue is completely useless except for on Mondays for Hammerman, and you don't care about Hammerman because there's nothing to use the parts on anyways, as there's no PvP who will be raiding you. Green statues are not awful, but purple or red are going to help you level up much, much faster. Now, speaking of leveling up, you're going to want to join a task force, get those sweet operation rewards as soon as you possibly can, because it's going to be a bit of a struggle. You're not going to have very many redstones because there are not a lot of redstones in this area of your map. Just a quick reminder, we're going off the chart. We're not just opening clouds willy-nilly. So, you're never going to get Imitation Game. You're never going to get War Factory. This is not something that's for everyone, but it is kind of fun, so I do recommend giving it a shot. See how far you make it. People are getting up to like level 48. There's one guy, if you look at the task force called Reddit Bootcamp, there's a guy who's made it to level 63, I believe it is, with only 82 VP, which is mind-blowing. Just by attacking NPC, you end up with around 225. So, and as you can see here, we can actually get Dr.T Tropical at our level. So we've basically spent 200 diamonds, which is nothing, and we have Dr.T, we have all sorts of NPC, and we can carry on attacking and upgrading. And upgrading goes very, very quickly, especially once you get resource reward statues, because no one is ever going to raid you. Now, as you go, as you get different radar levels, you get different clouds to open up. I believe the last one is at radar level 15, but again, check the forum post. It'll explain everything to you. There's lots and lots and lots of good stuff in there. I think you get something, level 16, you get your last set of clouds. After that, you get nothing new or exciting. So you only get 2 heroes. I think you get Kavan. I assume it has to be Kavan, but I have not got that far with my single player mode, as you can obviously see here. But we do get Brick. We do get a whole bunch of NPCs. So if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. Otherwise, thank you very much for coming in for this single player mode guide. I'm Zedmont. Peace.